in this episode, we are going to be talking about one of the most important elements of your pageant journey, and that is your wardrobe. Looking polished, confident, and put together starts with curating the right wardrobe. So I'm going to be breaking everything down. So if you're competing in a pageant, definitely stick around.
Hey pageant fans, welcome back to another episode of T-Stance on Pageantry, where we talk all things pageant related. I'm your host, Teresa. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. And if you're new here, thanks for joining us.
Now, this is a really good tip for all my girlies who compete in pageants that span over the course of a few weeks or even months. So like here in the Cayman Islands, our pageants last anywhere between 3 to 6 months. I also know in places like the Philippines, for like Miss Universe Philippines, for example, their pageant also lasts for quite some time. And overall, I think it's just in general a really good tip, because in the event that you win the title, you want to make sure that you have these items in your closet already, so you don't have to be running around looking for these at the very last minute. So we're going to kick things off by talking about undergarments, which are basically the foundation of every look. And you want to make sure that you have the right undergarments, because these can make or break your outfit. Make sure that you're buying quality, that they fit right, and that they are comfortable. So the first one I want to talk about is strapless bras. I love me a good strapless bra. These are essential for off the shoulder, strapless, or thin strap dresses. And you definitely want to make sure that the fit is right and that there is no slipping, because I have had a strapless bra that slips down, and it is honestly the most annoying thing in the world. And you do not want to be out at an event and have your bra slipping down, because that is not a good look. The next one is seamless panties. Ladies, it is 2025. We want to say goodbye to those panty lines. Make sure you grab yourself some seamless panties. Especially get them in nude, because these will come in super duper handy, especially if you are wearing maybe a dress or a skirt or something that might be a bit more sheer. And the last piece of undergarment I want to talk about is shapewear. Shapewear is essential because it helps to smoothen out your silhouette. It's great for wearing under evening gowns and fitted outfits. Now we're really going to get into the clothing that you definitely want to have in your wardrobe. But before we do, I do want to say that there's a big difference between everyday styling and like pageant wardrobe, pageant styling. And you want to make sure that if you're competing in a pageant or that you're a title holder, you want to make sure that you are elevated. You want to make sure that wardrobe makes you look polished and confident and just well put together. So the first item of clothing we're going to be talking about are your staples. These are your pageant staples, and these are dresses. You definitely want to have at least maybe like 2 to 3 cocktail dresses in your closet, and you want to have a variety of these kind of dresses. So these can range from like super glam to like more fun, flowy, and feminine, right? So here are some examples of some cocktail dresses that I would recommend that you have in your closet, because these really do range the gamut. It really depends on where you're going and who's going to be there and what kind of message you want to send, like what's your vibe, what's your essence. If you're looking for something a bit more glamorous, you might want to go with this red cocktail dress. Like anything that has satin material or sequins or glitter or anything like that is going to be very attractive. It's going to be very alluring. It's going to make a big statement, and you're going to be the talk of the room. You're going to have a lot of eyes on you. This black cocktail dress, it is very classy with a nod to glam, because it's got that really nice glam one shoulder strap going across the chest. And then if you're looking for something a bit more subdued, let's say you're going somewhere with lots of dignitaries or something like that, just something a bit more classy, a bit more elegant, you want to go with this yellow cocktail dress, as well as the black and white one. These are definitely more classy, more sophisticated. You can see that for the yellow one, it's got some really nice lines, some sharp lines. It kind of gives you more of a professional cocktail type of dress. And I really like the black one, especially with the bow on the shoulder. I feel like that's super chic. So I think that that's a really nice option as well to have in your closet. Now, these cocktail dresses are really unique. I love them. I think that these are great if you ever want to have a more fun, flirty, and playful look to you. The reason I say that is because the skirt has a lot more material in it than the other cocktail dresses that I just showed. So that's going to give it a lot more movement, making it more fun and just feminine. And I just think that these are ultra cute. It gives you a very soft, romantic type look. If you look at that pink one on the end, that is so pretty. I would wear that to like maybe like a garden party or something like that. So these cocktail dresses, you know, it's so good to have a variety because you just never know where you're gonna end up and what vibe you want to have. The next one you want to have is evening gowns. Obviously, right? So evening gowns are perfect for attending other pageants, black tie events, or even galas, depending if you're looking for something a bit more formal. Now, you want to make sure that the type of evening gown you get depends on your specific body shape. And if you don't know your body shape, that is something you will want to find out, because you don't just want to buy something because it looks pretty. You want to make sure that it's going to complement you and make you stand out and make you look your very best. Now, the next 3 sets of clothing that I'm going to talk about falls under the casual outings section. And this is casual yet put together, right? Because that's what we're going for. So when you're off stage, it's going to be very important that you still look your very best. I know that there are some girls out there who believe that you only have to look like a title holder when you're on stage, but that is not the case. You want to look like a title holder even when you are off stage. So one of the items I definitely recommend you have is jumpsuits. I love me a good jumpsuits. These are perfect for interviews, appearances, and events because they are elegant yet comfortable. The other piece of clothing I recommend you have are rompers. And you want to have about 2 to 3 of these because I think rompers are just such a chic alternative for casual outings or even like pageant rehearsals, right? And then the last set of clothing you want to have are jeans and really cute tops. And when I say jeans, I am talking about, you know, dark wash jeans, or you can even have like white jeans, that's fine. Just make sure they don't have any rips or cutouts or anything like that, because again, we're going for a more polished look. In terms of cute tops, I'm thinking more like button downs or like a variety, button downs, things with interesting necklines. Still want to be stylish, right? You want to look put together, but you want to be stylish at the same time. So definitely make sure you have a variety of tops that you can pull from. Okay, so these are the items that you should have: cocktail dresses, evening gowns, jumpsuits, rompers, and jeans and cute tops. Make sure you have these in your closet because nothing will stress you out more than having to run around at the very last minute looking for items to wear to an event that you just got invited to. So do not do that to yourself, ladies. Be sure to curate your wardrobe before you enter so you have pieces that you can pull on. Okay, thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please hit the like button, please comment and share with the pageant girl in your life. Until next time, I'll see you. Have a great week. Bye.